Check out. 675. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Check out.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a victory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually respond.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Stills the intended target. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And out of bounds right around the 20. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Barkley had some room to work. 34 yards there on a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Luck under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Locke. And he finds Stills complete. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins. 69 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some space here. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 7 yards there and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Caught here by Bell. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. A screen to Bell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
30 base. 6-6. Bullet hot. Shoot.
Now back to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
10-2 stop. Hey, exit.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there, 54, right there,
2nd and 6. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
70, Indy.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got room. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short.
The Saints take over at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Go now. 50, plant. Hey, 2. Hurry, fire.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The Saints 42-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry for Barkley. Room to run again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Switch it. Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now. Yeah,
they are in that zone that you're talking about. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Luck. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Luck. This is the tight end Fant. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Where you at? Who's that?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check out. Line 40.
Check 53's Mike. Let's go.
Hey, check. Line 53.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready. 10 logo. Line 54. Tighten up. Takes 3. 218. Chop. Speed grip.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And it's complete to Kelsey. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Check. 80 weapon.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch.
Snap.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 45-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
1st and 10 at the 33.
And we will get a timeout with... Two ticks left.
Let's go.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf.
Here we go, here we go.
Deep grip.
On first down, Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And he's going to be stepped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 34. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Watch 54.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Come on, fellas.
Now Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through. Not
only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it. So for the Saints, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
took me so long getting back to my right mind.